anything has crossed Stoke Crossing now for 12, 15 years.
And there were paddle steamers.
Yes, yes.
Can you remember paddle steamers?
Oh, crikey, yes. The coast was littered with them. We used to run down from Yarmouth, calling it Lowestoft Claremont, Southwold, Felixstowe, Walton, Clacton, Southend, and then round into the Thames. I suppose during the summer season there must have been 4, if not 5 boats. And then, of course, we used to get the Woolwich Bell and the Clacton Bell up to Ipswich, running trips from there. And I remember a lot of excitement once. Must have been 1938 season, I suppose. The Woolwich Bell left Ipswich for an evening cruise out of the river, out round the Cork Lightship, and ran onto a sandbank on falling water and couldn't get off. And of course they were all stuck there all night, and I can vividly remember going out with Mother on the Sunday morning and seeing all the people walking up Mill Street, all the men unshaved and baggy eyes, where they'd been stuck on this sandbank all night on one of the paddlers. But of course, again, this is another thing that's gone. There's no sort of entertainment traffic on the river at all now, is there?
So where would you get on a paddle steamer,
New Cut, the western side of the New Cut. The old wooden dolphins are still there, next to the Steamboat Tavern. You would go along Worsted Road and then down Bath Street, I think it was, and at the bottom of Bath Street, the quayside, the west bank of the New Cut, there were wooden dolphins where the paddle steamers would tie up, and ticket offices where you could purchase your tickets for the trip. And the earliest I can remember is going down there. The Great Eastern Railway and then their successors, the L&R, ran 3 boats, the Essex, Norfolk and Suffolk, big paddlers that went down the river to call at Harwich Pier, then went across to Felixstowe Dock and back again. And these were quite large boats, very, very well appointed, beautiful saloons, ship's orchestra, and as I say, quite a swell affair. And railway employees, father being one of course, they did the return trip for 4pence. And that got to be so popular that eventually an order came out that railway employees would have to pay first class fare and travel first class. And of course this made the trip expensive. It then became 8pence each, as I remember. And again, you had to join a queue because the things were so popular. But around about 1931-32, that faded away. The L&R withdrew them, and then the Woolwich Bell, boats like that came in, but I think the war finally killed it all. It never came back after the war.
Did you go on them?
Yes, as a small child, I can remember sploshing down to Dovercourt, Harwich.
How long did it take?
I suppose the trip down there was about hour and a quarter, hour and a half, something like that. Very, very sedate. And
the ship's orchestra.
Oh yes, yes, and one of them, I can't remember which one. I can't ever remember the Essex running. She'd gone before my time. But one of the pair, the Norfolk or the Suffolk, had a very elegant lady in a long green velvet gown who used to play the harp up on the top deck. Sounds more like Venice than Ipswich, doesn't it? Yes.